What are some backstage rules that like the average wrestling fan might not be aware of comes to being
Uh,
in the locker room?
the one that obviously you learn first day of wrestling school, shake everyone's hand.
Hmm.
And the reason I've heard a lot of reasons behind why you shake everyone's hand. Obviously, that's just the respect aspect of it,
Right.
of respecting all the boys and everything. But it extends to everybody. You shake everybody. If I saw Vince, I'd shake his hand. If I'd see Shane, I'd shake his hand. If I'd see cameramen, I'd shake their hands. I think Al Snow told me that the reason the handshake is so important is because it's an unspoken way of telling the person you're working with, I'm taking care of you tonight. You're safe in my hands. That's the probably the biggest one that I'm sure people know about. That one that they might not know, and I spoke about it on my channel, is stay around and watch all the matches. John Cena was notorious for sticking around and watching all the matches. One, because John was so intelligent, knowing, okay, whether I'm working with someone or not, these people are my competition. I need to know the level I need to keep myself up to. So John, and then you can always just learn from watching other people, whether it's a spot, whether it's a facial, mannerism or whatever. But it's so easy when when you're on the road and you have a 3 hour drive ahead of you, and your match is over, and there's still 2.5 hours left on the show. Man, it's so easy to want to jump the car and get a head start on that drive, but it's just better to stick around, watch all the matches, and just suck it up and go a bit later.
So outside of, and it makes total sense, right? Just from a
Yeah,
knowledge standpoint, especially being young in the business. Are there any? I've heard you speak about the wallet being put out as kind of a trust issue. That's a
yeah.
trust thing. The handshaking. Was there any rule or anything that happened backstage that truly shocked you? That you were like, wow, like that's a thing, or that have maybe stuck around from the old days.
From that shocked me. I would say just the trust aspect
Hmm.
of, because I mean, up until then, I mean, shoot, where if you, even in a baseball locker room, you're hiding your wallet. You're
Hmm.
not leaving it out for everybody to see.
Right.
But just the way wrestlers would, I would say the big timing is the word, but just the way wrestlers would not big time one another. I remember walking into a locker room, and you would think that you got guys like Hunter, The Rock, Undertaker. You would think they would have their own dressing room, but nah. I mean, from day one, you walk into a locker room and they're sitting right there. They require nothing different to get themselves ready. And it's just, but it makes a bigger bond, with guys that are up at the upper end of the spectrum, because they're going through exactly what you're going through.
Hmm.
They're not sitting off over in this private room that's catered. It's just
Right.
it's just a it's a good feeling knowing that I'm getting dressed 2 feet away from the champion.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a cool feeling.